Okay, I am recording the session. So, yesterday we have learned about inheritance, right? The first characteristics of oops concept is inheritance, right? Today we will learn about polymorphism. Okay, polymorphism. So, polymorphism. Okay, so polymorphism consists of two words. Hmm? One is poly and another is morphism. Morph. Okay, so poly means many. Hmm? More than one is termed as poly. Like polyclinic. Hmm? Polymer. So what are those? Polyclinic means in one clinic you will have multiple doctors, multiple specialists. Hmm? That is called polyclinic. Okay, so poly means many, and morph is a Latin word. The morph word, I mean the meaning of morph is way. Okay, way. So what is polymorphism? Polymorphism is calling, okay, polymorphism is calling, hi. It's okay. I just started, no issue. So we'll start polymorphism today. So that is what just theoretically I was telling what is polymorphism. So poly means many and morph means way. Okay. So calling a single or calling a thing, okay, in different way is called polymorphism. So calling a thing in different way will be called polymorphism. Okay, so when I'm saying calling a thing calling a thing, this thing means here in Java, it is method. Okay, it is method. So polymorphism applies on method. Okay, so calling a method in different way will be called polymorphism. Let me explain what is that. So let me create one package. Okay, let me create one package name is, let's say, polymorphism tut. Okay, this is my package and this package should go to under project folder. Okay, right. So inside polymorphism tut I am creating a class which is called method overloading parent. What is method overloading parent? I'll explain. Okay, this polymorphism can be achieved by two ways. This polymorphism can be achieved in two ways. One is method overloading, and this is number one, and number two is method overriding. Method overloading and method overriding. So what is method overloading? See, I am giving you an example. So suppose this is my method overloading or rather only method overloading class. Okay, method overloading class. Okay, let me rename this file. Now let me create one method, public void add. Okay, public void add, and here we will put two arguments, int a, int b. Possible? And what we will print here? We will print sys out a plus b. This is a method, simple method, public void add. Now if I want to copy the same method, or if I want to mention same method here, right, it will not allow me to add, write the same method with same name and same argument. This is argument, these are the arguments. So it will not allow me to add the same method name with same set of arguments. So what we can do, public void add, we can either write this int c, right, and here we will put this c, or we can with the same name, sorry, with the same name we will put here a float, and this is also float. Okay, right. So see, I am adding the same method or same name method, okay, but in with different arguments, type of argument or number of arguments are different. So here there are two integers, here there are three integers. In this method there are three floats. Okay, but same argument we cannot write same method name with same set of arguments irrespective of its return type. Suppose this is void, okay, can I write like this, public void add, let me copy this thing, okay, let's say this is int, I am returning int, and directly I am returning from here a plus b plus c. Oh, sorry, return a plus b plus c. Is it allowed? No. See, duplicate method add, that means duplicate methods irrespective of its return type is not allowed. Only allowed thing is its argument should be different. Okay, argument should be different. So if we do like this, a plus b plus c plus d, then it is allowed. So this particular phenomena is called method overloading. Method overloading. So what is method overloading? When we want to write same method name, okay, same method with different argument in a single class, okay, in the same class. Method overloading is a phenomena of inside a single class. Okay, inside a single class, if we want to write the method name with same name and same arguments, then it will be called as method overloading. Method overloading, it will not be allowed. So what you have to do, you have to either change the type of the arguments, or the number of arguments you are passing should be different. Okay, irrespective of its return type. This phenomenon is called method overloading. So how it is polymorphism? See, I am calling the same method add in different way. Different way means, or I am writing the same method add in a different way. Different way means we are changing the arguments, number of arguments. Got it? Any confusion on method overloading? think about calculator. Okay, so in calculator you can add one number, two numbers, you can add three numbers, you can add 10 numbers. How we are accommodating all the numbers? They have written different methods with with same number, yes, same name, different arguments. Mm. So to float also you can add, right, inside using a calculator. To double you can add uh, hmm, with the same. You are pressing that plus button, na? That plus button internally calling that add method. Hmm? It has a internal. I mean, in backend they have some programs, right? So those programs are like this. Hmm. Hmm. Arguments. Ah, yes, yes. Hmm? Suppose here I'm calling this methods like method overloading mobj equal to new method overloading. Okay, now suppose I want to add two numbers, then I'll call what? Add. I'll call just two numbers, 3 and 4, allowed. Suppose I want to add three numbers, so I'll put 3 here, 4 and 5, like that. Oh, sorry. This is how it works. Suppose I want to add four numbers, same method we are calling the 3 comma 4 comma 5, and this is 6, let's say. Possible, because we have written these methods like this. Suppose I want to add float numbers, right? 4.3f and 5.6f. So what is that? The method add float. Okay, I have three arguments, I think. 1.2f. Possible. So if I run it, then we'll get the outputs like this. So this is an example of method overloading is calculator. Calculator, you can say it is working on top of method overloading, or and many more basically. So when you will do some Selenium programming, right? Selenium coding. So you will have different cases like Chrome driver. So web driver equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, you can write this. Also you can write this web driver equal to new Chrome driver. Inside Chrome driver class, I mean in the argument you can pass some options. That is also possible. So these are all method overloading. Okay, method overloading is very important in Java, in terms of Java programming. Basically, there are many things. Got it? Write it down. Vanilla, if your computer is not working or your laptop is not working, keep a pen and paper with you and write it down in pen and paper. Okay, that is also a practice. Yeah. That will also be beneficial for you. Let me know once you are done. It's easy example, so you can. Done? You're in there, right? Okay. Who is sharing screen? Okay. Yes, yes. Sys out. Only type sys out. Hmm. Not necessary that just test with 3 to 4. I mean, not 3 to 4, 2 to 3 methods with different arguments. That will suffice. Mind the compilation errors. Whoever is writing, I think Nirmal, right? Nirmal. Mind the compilation errors. So there is a compilation, still compilation error in class level, class name, method overloading. So I think the file name and this class names are different. Uh, quick fix. Go to quick fix. No, no, not like that. Hover on that, and then quick fix. See, there is a quick fix option. Yes. Rename the file. Again, do that. It will. I mean, click on that. Rename the file. Okay, or manually change the name. Method overloading. The spelling is different actually. Write main. I mean, type main. Yes. Automatically public static void main will be there. Still, there is a compilation error. I think package name is missing, or folder name, import, or something like that. Sorry, package. Just go to, I mean, hover that p public. You see public quick fix, add package declaration. Now it is fine. Control S, it should go. Control S, save the file. Opening bracket and closing bracket should be there. Method overloading. There maybe some problem is there still. M capital, yes. Just control space, put control space, new control space. Maybe it's not coming. Okay, new. The first method overloading, right? There won't be any single quote. I mean, that bracket, opening bracket and closing bracket. Then put obj space obj equal to new method overloading. Correct. Semicolon. Right. Okay. Five point two and 9. This is what I expected, right? I don't. So you understood, right? What is method overloading? Okay. Sure. Sure. Hmm. 0909 is not valid, right? What is why you are putting 09? Ah, okay. Acha, acha. No, got it, got it. No issue. Fine. Okay. Yes, yes, it is correct. Okay, let me share my screen. Next thing is method overriding. Okay, the next process to achieve polymorphism is method overriding. So to do this method overriding process, we need one parent class and one child class. Okay, see how I am achieving this method overriding. So inside this polymorphism tut, we'll create one class, that is method overriding parent dot java, and another class will create method overriding child dot java. Okay, there are two classes. So first, in the method overriding parent dot java, we'll create one method. Let's say public void print name method. Okay, and inside this print name method, sysout will put here I am Suvam and I am calling from parent class. Okay, random message, print name. Now in the child class we will copy the same method with same argument and everything. Okay, everything would be same, only method body would be different, obviously. So I am Subham, I am calling from child class. Okay, now if we instantiate this child class, so for that we have to write a main method, and then we have to instantiate the child class method overriding child mobj equal to new method overriding child. Okay, now if I call mobj dot print name, right, print name I am calling, so what will be printed? Acha, I forgot, we have to make this child class of the parent class, right? So extends method overriding parent. Now if we run it, which print statement will be printed, this one or the parent one? What do you think? But what about inheritance? Same method we are writing, right? Hmm. While calling? No, it will not call preparent. That is why method overriding is come into picture. Okay, this is printing the child class method. Okay, this is calling the child class method. Why? When we write same name, same method in the parent class as well as child class, the child class overridden, I mean child class, I mean parent class method is will be overridden by the child class method. Okay, parent class method will be overridden by the child class method. This phenomena is called method overriding. Always remember, method overloading consists of, it actually matters only single class. Okay, but method overriding consists of two classes, parent and child. Okay, so understood, right? I mean, any confusion on method overriding? Hmm. Right. Hmm. Not, if not first priority, it will override. It will override the child parent method. Child method will override the parent method. Hmm. Correct. Hmm. So where it is needed, suppose you are using some framework, right? There are some methods, inbuilt method, backend methods, but you want some methods to you want some methods to be overridden by yourself. That means you want some customized method for yourself. So you can customize such some methods. So this is one of the example of method overriding. Right? You are writing your own method. You are calling or you are extending some parent class, but you are writing some own method, your own method with the same name. Possible. Suppose you have a framework, right? And that framework you have a class. Suppose let's say you have a page object class which is coming from framework. Okay, framework. Okay, now from another class you have written one class. So let's say your class name is let's say login page extends page object class. Now this all the methods you can use the page object class. Only thing dot click method you want to write this click method or manipulate this click method, or you want to write this click method as your own click method basically with some other screenshots, logs, some materials you want to provide here. So that you can do using method overriding, because you are extending this. You have a click method in parent class, you are not using it, you are writing your own click method. Okay, you are writing your own click method to customize some logs or some screenshots thing. Okay, so this is the one of the example or use of your method overriding. Method overriding, the name actually suggests that it should be overridden by child class method. Understood? Let me know if you have, if you're not understanding or anything, just let me know, okay? Okay, so we have completed polymorphism. Okay, the next thing, what is the next thing? Ah, hmm. Okay, fine. Try to write on your own. Don't try to write on your own. Hmm. Done, right? Okay, fine. Next thing is abstraction. Abstraction. What is abstraction? What is the literal meaning of abstraction? Obstruction, not obstruction, okay? Abstraction. See, abstraction means okay. Next thing is abstraction. Okay, abstraction. What is abstraction? Abstraction is to show only the essential details, right? Essential, what I say, details, okay? Essential details, and not the implementation, but not the implementation. Okay, not the implementation. Like example is, let's say, um, uh, let's say what I mean, suppose a TV remote control, right? A TV remote control. You only know the TV remote control's operations, right? Operations means you want to change channel, you have to press one button. You have to turn off the TV, you have to press that red button. Okay, but you don't know how it is happening, right? You don't know the implementation or back-end programming of the remote control, right? It's a Bluetooth device, computer device, but you don't know how this is implemented. So this is what one of the example of abstraction. Okay, this is what one of the example of abstraction. Okay, now abstraction, where abstraction is used, let's say um, let's say login method. Okay, suppose you have a login method. Your client, you are a developer and your client asked you to create a login application. Okay, login application. Okay, now developer, I mean your requirement gathering, where from where you have gathered your requirement. He said that there will be login functionality. Okay, there would be username field, there would be password field, there would be login button. Okay, and that's it. But your requirement provider or your client did not provide the information about sign up button, did not provide any information about forgot password link, did not provide any information about captcha, right? Captcha. So how would you like to develop this? Because this can also be the feature of login, right? Nowadays many login pages are consists of captcha. Login page or login application should have some forgot password link, right? But you don't have the implementation details of this thing. Okay, so in terms of Java, whenever you do not have, you have some requirement clear, some requirement you do not know, then we will provide. Okay, we'll create the application, but we will provide uh, how I can say, we will provide a way. Okay, provide a way to the user, so that user can implement these particular, suppose sign up, forgot password, these particular unknown features on their own. Okay, like here username, you have written one username, username field, you have written implemented one password field, you have implemented login field, because you know the requirement from client, but you don't know, what you don't know is sign up. Okay, sign up, how user will sign up or login for the first time. You are providing user. Okay, you're writing this code, but you are providing user to implement it. Okay, same way you are providing user to implement forward password link, you are providing user to implement this captcha as their own requirement. Okay, as per their own requirement, they will, you are providing this benefit to the user to uh, to implement those things on their own according to their requirement. theoretically, is it clear? I mean, am I clear, or I'll try in another way? Okay, fine. See, suppose there is an application. Okay, you as a developer, suppose Nirmal is developer. Okay, Nirmal is developer. Now Nirmal is taking client name is somewhere. I mean, whatever client you have. Okay, he is giving you the requirements. The requirement is there should be username, there should be password field. Okay, and there should be login button. Login button. This is user. This is password. Okay, and login button. This is your requirement. Okay, client has not disclosed any more requirement about this particular application. Then what you do, by your thinking, I mean logical thinking, you are thinking that you should have you should also have a sign up link here. You should also have a forgot password link here. You should also have a captcha here, right? Captcha here. But you don't have this portion in your requirement list, so you don't know after sign up in which database it will go, because ultimately the data will go to database, right? Backend, it will communicate with backend. So in case of captcha, you don't know from where the captcha will come, and after providing the right captcha, from where it will get authenticated. Suppose forgot password link, what all for functionalities would be there for forgot password link? Whether it would get the email address to send the reset password link, or it would be a OTP based application, you don't know, right? So this portion you don't know, but this portion you know. Okay, so what you will do, whatever portion you know, you will be implementing it with concrete method. Suppose this is username. Okay, username is a method where you have implemented this username. You have a method body here. For password, okay, for password you have a method body here, because you know the password fields functionality. You have a login functionality method which is implemented again. But what about this sign up, forgot password and captcha? You will still write these methods, okay, sign ups, let's say sign up, but you don't give the implementation because you don't know the implementation. Sign up. For forgot password, you don't know the implementation. Okay, so we will be writing this. We'll provide the provision. We'll provide the provision to the user of implementing a sign up and forgot password, but we don't know, as we don't know the implementation, exact implementation, we will write it down without any implementation. Implementation means without any method body. Okay, without any method body. So what will happen? So whenever you will provide this particular class is called some XYZ class. Okay, whenever you give this application to your client will implement. Okay, you are giving a provision to the client and telling the client that you must implement this sign up method and forgot password method, or sign up functionality or forgot password functionality as per your own requirement. Because you have not given us the requirement for sign up, you have not given us the requirement for forgot password functionality. So you write it, but I think these fields are necessary. Correct? Okay, so this is somehow called the abstraction. Okay, in Java, how I'm coming into the exam. The practical thing. Okay, there are two ways to achieve abstraction. Two ways to achieve abstraction. One is abstract class, and another one is interface. Okay, abstract class and interface. So what is abstract class? See what is abstract class. Let me go to the VS Code and let me create one more package here, abstraction, and let me put it in the project folder. This is abstraction. Okay, so there are two ways. One is abstract class. So let me create one abstract class tut. Abstract class tut.java. See, here are some options. You are able to see some options here. What are those options? This is class, this is interface, this is enum, this is record, this is abstract class. Okay, you have to click there, or you can manually write this abstract keyword in front of class. So what does it mean, abstract class? So abstract class has some properties. Okay, abstract class has some properties. Okay, see, abstract meaning is without any implementation, or without method body. Without implementation is called abstract. So what do you mean by abstract method? A method without any method body. Like I said, right? Like I have given the example. Let's say public void login. Not login, actually username. Possible? I have implemented it. Okay. Public void password. I have implemented it. Why I have implemented it? Let me write some sysout statement here, as just for your understanding that we have implemented something. So this is my, let's say, put or enter username. Same way here, sysout enter password. Public void login. So click on login button. Click on login button. Right? Click on login button. Just implementation I am providing. Now here I don't know about sign up link. I don't know about forgot password link. So what we'll do here, I'll provide these provisions to the user like this. Okay, so there would be public abstract method, abstract sign up. Oh, sorry, public abstract, let's say void sign up method. Okay, see, I have created one method without any method body because I don't know the implementation. Without any method body, how it is possible? Only using this abstract keyword. See, when I am deleting this abstract keyword, it is throwing me error that this method requires a body instead of a semicolon. Okay, so as soon as we are putting abstract keyword, then it is understanding that this method is a abstract method. This method is a abstract method. Same way, we don't know about forgot password link. Abstract void forgot password link. We don't know about the implementation, but I am suggesting the user, or I am suggesting the client, that these two functionalities are very important. Okay, these two functionalities are very important. Now I am providing this class to client. That means how client will implement it? It's simply they will create one their own class they will create, that is, let's say, abstract class impl dot java. This is a implementation class or client. This is one implementation class or client, like you normally do, right? When you have some what I say, you are using some framework, right? Suppose you are using Spring Boot framework. What you do, you just import those classes, right, from one application. How those applications are run, written, those are also Java programs. Those are not any kind of magic. Those are also Java programs. So you are importing some of the classes, some of the methods, right? So simply, same way, we will create an implementation class here, which will extend this abstract class tut, right? As soon as we are putting this extends abstract class tut, see, I am getting an error here, compilation error. What it is saying? The type abstract class impl must implement the inherited abstract methods, that forgot password and sign up. So if you go to quick fix, add an unimplemented methods, see, I am forced to implement the unimplemented methods here. Okay, so already Java, my IDE has implemented it for me. Okay, so here we can write like sysout me as a client. I am providing this sign up, or I am creating this sign up application. Let's say, let's sign up here. Okay, I am providing the same way, I am providing the forgot password functionality. When you forget your password, use this link, right? Now see, if I am creating a main method here and I am calling them, okay, let's say abstract class impl iobj equal to new abstract class impl and iobj dot, how to use those things, the implementation thing, forgot password we have to call. Okay, if I want to call iobj the login, suppose login, right? See, there is a login method. I want to call the user dot username, iobj dot password. Okay, so all these things can be called by the client like this. See if you have understood. Ah, right. Right. Abstract keyword. Skeleton kind of thing. I mean, those for those methods we know the implementation, we will implement, but for those we do not know the implementation, we will keep the skeleton. Correct. Mm. Right. Yes. No, no, we know. I mean, I have written here because I mean, I have nothing to. Uh, hmm, 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 hmm. Correct. Those are the normal methods. Right. Hmm. Right. Correct. Yes. Yes. Skeleton. Only skeleton. Hmm. 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 Right. Abstract methods we have created. Skeletons. Right. Hmm. Correct. See, whenever we'll create the child class, okay, child class of this class, okay, child class of abstract class tude, I'll get one error, okay. So error is saying the type abstract IMPL must implement the inherited abstract methods. What are the abstract methods we have created? Forgot password and sign up. So if you go to quick fix and add unimplemented methods, you will get these add unimplemented methods. So I have implemented. So I'm correct with this override notation annotation. It is mandatory. If you are not providing any implementation, then it will throw error. Okay. And then as a client, you are implementing it. Okay. No, there is a. Is it clear, right? Till now. Okay. Yes, implementing class. Here we will not call it child class, but implementation class, implementing class. Okay, but it is child class, by the way. Right, right, right. Now, question may arise that why we are not. Just a minute. Why we are not creating directly the object of abstract class? Because we cannot create object, or we cannot instantiate any abstract class. Okay, we cannot instantiate any abstract class, right? So how? I mean, let me create one main method here inside abstract class. Okay, main, and here I am trying to create an object. So abstract class tut a b sorry abs equal to new abstract tut. See, it is not providing, I mean, it is providing, you have to put the body, method body. Okay, it's not the normal one. Okay, normal class, when you are instantiating this normal class, right, normal class, it is saying it is ending here, it is ending here. But as in the abstract class, there are some unimplemented methods, there are some unimplemented methods, they are saying that please implement here those methods here. See, already one opening braces and closing braces are there, opening bracket and closing bracket is there, opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket, just like your method. Okay, so abstract class cannot be instantiated normally. Okay, so that is why we always create a child class or implementation class. Okay, child class or implementation class, and we implement the unimplemented methods there. Okay, this is the way of abstraction. I mean, this is the concept of abstract class. Hmm. All the methods should be called. I mean, all the, not called actually, all the methods should be implemented. Hmm. Okay, so um, hmm. Hmm. No, that add override is automatically coming. Okay, that is actually overriding, method overriding. Okay, whatever method you have written in the parent class, that will be overridden in the child class, because in the child class the implementation is there. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Huh. Right. Correct. Hmm. Hmm. Sorry, what is that main method? In main method we are simply initializing or instantiating the implementation class. Client side. Yes. Right. Correct. Correct. Okay, so one thing, abstract class, kind of library. Hmm. You're, okay. Okay, fine. So what is the property of abstract class? Abstract class cannot be instantiated, or you cannot create object of abstract class, right? So this is very important. Okay, so this is one of the way to achieve abstraction. So what is the abstraction percentage here? Abstraction percentage here, see, in the abstract class you can have all the methods as non-abstract, that means concrete method. Concrete method means this with implementation, these are the concrete methods. So all the methods can be your concrete methods, or all the methods can be your abstract method. Okay, so it the abstract class may contain all the concrete methods or all the abstract methods, and obviously the mix thing. Okay, 50% concrete method, 50% abstract method, or 40% concrete method, 60% abstract method, like that. Okay, so the percentage of abstraction means whose implementation you do not know, abstraction. Okay, so what is the percentage of application abstraction? It's 0 to 100%. When why it is 0? 0 means it the class abstract class may contain all the non-abstract method or concrete method, that is when it is 0. Or it may contain all the abstract methods, all the abstract, whatever method you are writing, it would be abstract method. Okay, so that is the abstraction of 100%. So 0 to 100% abstraction can be achieved using abstract class. Clear? I mean, if you are uh, not getting clear anything, now you just question. I mean, ask question. Uh, don't just leave. Okay, I'll. There won't be abstract method. Still abstract. I mean, I have created abstract class. I'll add. I mean, as per my, I'll add abstract method as per my choice, right? As per my requirement. If something is coming in future, we'll add as abstract method. But for now, I have all the requirements clear, so I have implemented all the methods, right? So that is also possible. And we can also write the class abstract class without any non-abstract method, means all the I don't know any implementation. Based on my knowledge, based on my understanding, I have written this, but user have to implement all these things. Sure. Clear, na? Have you extended that? Show me. Hmm. Uh, hmm. Uh, yes. Go to tut because there is an error. Go to tut. See, public abstract void. So see, you have created a class which is non-abstract. You have to put the class name, I mean the abstract keyword in front of class. Line number 3. Abstract class, public abstract class. That is why you are getting errors, so many errors, right? Hmm. Hmm. Now you go to IMPL. Ah. Now delete these two methods. Delete these two methods. Public forgot password and sign up. Yes, yes. Delete it. These two methods you delete. See, now you are getting this red sign, right? Red sign means it's compilation error. Hover over it. Hover over that. Hmm. Hmm. So forgot password and no. Go to quick fix. Go to quick fix. Add unimplemented methods. Got it? Right. Yes. No, that is okay. I mean, main method can be anywhere. It's not mandatory that main method would be at the end. I think that line number 6, that is a compilation error. There is one compilation error. Okay, this opening bracket, closing, opening, closing, extra. Right. Now format the document. Right click and format the document. Run. See, you have thrown these unimplemented things, right? The exception I'll cover it later. So that is why you are getting error here. So instead of this, throw new this, you can put any sysout statement instead of throw new unsupported operator exception, whatever. Instead of that, you just delete that line, delete whatever you have by default thing, right? You just put no, not everything, just delete only throw new line, yeah, and put sysout statement for now. Hmm. Okay. Yes, yes. So this is how we write abstract class. Okay. This is one way of achieving abstraction. Any doubt? Any confusion on this? Right. Right. Correct. Acha. Let me cover the interface first. Okay. Then we'll generic way. I'll give you example of Selenium. Okay. Selenium. Whatever we'll do in later stage, because in Selenium these abstractions are getting used. Okay. So. Hmm. 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 Okay, fine. So everyone is clear. Abstract class. Let's move to the next topic, which is interface, or next way to achieve abstraction is interface. Okay, interface. Interface. So interface is basically, oh sorry, stopped. So interface is basically same as abstract class. Okay, the structure of the interface is also a class kind of thing. We'll show how we are creating interface. But only thing is interface is having all the methods, all the methods are by default public and abstract, public abstract method. Okay, so by default you don't have to declare a method as abstract method. By default all the methods will be abstract method. That means what? No method can have method body. This is not possible. Only possible scenario is you should have unimplemented methods inside interface. That means you don't know any requirement. You are just providing a skeleton to the user, and you are providing the provision to the user to implement as per their requirement. Okay, and the variables are all final. Okay, all final. If you are providing any variables or declaring any variables, those will be all final. You cannot override those variables. Okay, so this is the speciality of interface, that interface cannot have non-abstract method, and all the variables are final. By default all the variables are final. Final keyword we discussed yesterday. What is the final? It's actually constant. You cannot change in the runtime. So let me create one interface. We'll see. So interface tut.java, same way. But what we will select from here, instead of class we will select this interface. Okay, in interface keyword we have to provide. So whenever we are providing this interface keyword, all the methods will be by default public and abstract. Let's say I have a method called method 1. Okay, and we are providing as void void method 1. Now if I want to implement it, see, I am getting one error that abstract methods do not specify a body. That means this method 1 is automatically abstract method. We have not provided any abstract keyword here. Okay, we have not provided any abstract keyword here. We have not provided any abstract keyword here also, in the class level also. But as this class is kind of interface, okay, the structure is a type of interface type. The methods are what? By default abstract. Got it? So whatever method will provide, right? Method 2, void method 3, and so on and so on. So those are all non-implemented method we have to create. Okay, got it? So suppose here, let me create one variable. See, when I am just declaring the variable int a, it is saying that the blank final field a may not have been initialized. That means what? The a is, I have not declared as final, but automatically or by default it is final. Can you see it? By default it is final. So all the fields are final. All the fields means all the variables are final. So mandatorily we have to initialize it with some numbers. Okay, and we cannot change in the runtime. This is how interface are made. Okay, now what is the use of this interface? Because I cannot create any main method here. Okay, even if I am creating a main method, public static void main, because it is static, it is allowing us to create this concrete method here. We'll come to it later. Okay, but let me describe it first conceptually. So inside main method, the same way, if I am trying to interface tut, if I am trying to instantiate interface tut, then see, I am getting this opening brace and closing brace. And what is the error? See, the type new interface tut must implement the inherited abstract method, method 2, method 3, method 1, etc. etc. Okay, so directly interface cannot be instantiated, same as abstract class. So how we can use this class or use this interface? The same way we have used abstract class, that is creating an implementation class. Okay, interface impl dot java. Now this is a normal class. Okay, this is the normal class. Now how to use interface? We have extended what? We have extended that abstract class, but interface cannot be extended. Interface cannot be extended. Extends interface tut, not possible. Error throwing, it's throwing error. So what is the possible option? There is a keyword called implements interface tut. Same way, as soon as we are implementing this interface tut, I am getting an error, red color. Okay, I am getting an error, and if I do see the type interface IMPL must implement the inherited abstract methods, method 1, method 2, and method 3. So again we will do quick fix and add unimplemented method. We will get these methods, or we will be forced to implement these unimplemented methods. Okay, these are unimplemented methods. But as you see these unimplemented methods, I mean, as abstract class can contain implemented method as well as unimplemented methods, but interface can only contain only unimplemented method or abstract method. By default, the methods will be abstract methods. You cannot write any, normally you cannot write any implemented method or concrete method inside interface. See if it is clear. Clear, right? So for the interface we should use implements keyword. For abstract class or any other class we should use extends keyword. Okay, and the same way the rest portion is same as abstract class. Okay, so what are the properties? All the methods are by default abstract, and the variables are final. Final means you are declaring a constant. It's by default, we are not doing anything. Now from Java 8, always remember, I mean, this is a interview question. From Java 8, Java provided one provision to write some concrete method inside your interface also. Okay, inside your interface also, but it is not normal methods like void method 4, right? We cannot write like this. It is not allowed. See, abstract method do not specify a body. So what we can do, instead of void, we can use this default. Okay, sorry, default void, or default int, default string. So default keyword, or this is called default method. Default is like this. These are all public. Okay, these are all public. Public means access modifiers. We'll just after this abstraction session, we'll cover that portion. Okay, what is public, what is private, what is protected. We'll cover this because in the next topic we'll need it. So here, the same way, there is a access modifier called default. Okay, there is an access modifier called default, or default means it's default whatever it's kind of protected. We will come what is default. We are not mentioning anything means it is default, but in case of interface, as all the methods are by default public, we have to explicitly mention this as default. Okay, suppose any concrete method, right? Suppose I am providing this void method 5. Okay, I can write it like this. What is the access modifier here? This is default. Why this is default? Because by default there is no other access modifier in this particular concrete class. But in case of interface, as per the property, all the methods should be public by default. So that is why, to make some methods non-public or default, we have to mention the keyword default. So default method can have one method body. Okay, default method can have one method body. Okay, and static method can have method, say static method, can have method body inside an interface. These two are exception. These two are exception. Always remember. Default and static methods inside an interface can have method body. Other than these default and static methods, there won't be any method which can have method body. And this feature has added from Java 8. Okay, now it is Java 17 we are using. From Java 8 they have added this particular functionality, okay, or provision. Understood? Okay, from Java 8, they have added one provision to create concrete method inside an interface. Okay, inside an interface, but those are not normal methods. Those are either default method or static methods. Either we'll cover static, what is static keyword and all. Okay, we'll cover it. Static methods. No, it has static dynamic means literally it is okay, but there is a bigger meaning of static keyword in Java. Kind of thing. Okay, static, what is static and what is dynamic? Not dynamic, we do not have anything called dynamic in Java, but we'll cover the static keyword. Okay, we'll cover the static keyword just now. I mean, just next topic will be those things. Okay. Okay, now see, go to inheritance. Okay, so here what we did: inheritance parent tut, inheritance child tut. Okay, now suppose in oops package I am creating another class called multiple inheritance in Java. Multiple inheritance in Java. Now see, I have written one more class multiple inheritance in this in this inheritance package. Okay, so here in the inheritance child I have extended inheritance parent tut. Okay, so let me create one method just for dummy method, public void method 1. Okay, method 1, and sys out this is example of inheritance. Okay, so going back to inheritance, now I have this child class of this parent tut class. Now this child can a child class have more than one parent? Just like public class inheritance child extends inheritance parent tut as well as multiple inheritance Java. See, I am getting error message. What is that? Delete these tokens. That means this is not possible. One class cannot be child of two parent. Okay, one class cannot be child of two parent. In case of class, one class cannot be a child of two classes. Okay, that means what? Suppose you have one parent 1, you have one parent 2, and you are creating one child class from here, you are creating one child class from here, and the child classes are same. Child class dot java, whatever child class. That means child class is extending to this as well as this. This is not possible in case of Java class. That is why it is called multiple inheritance. Always remember this. Okay, multiple inheritance. This is called multiple inheritance. Okay, multiple inheritance is not possible for Java class. It's not possible for Java class. Multiple inheritance is not possible for Java class. Okay, this is called multiple inheritance. Now, what is multi-level inheritance? There is another thing, multi-level inheritance. So what we learned? Multiple inheritance is not possible in Java class. Suppose multi-level inheritance, what is that? So inheritance, suppose this inheritance parent can extend multiple inheritance.java, and inheritance child can extend this inheritance parent. So I can also in the child class I can also access this method 1, whatever method 1 I have written, in my multiple inheritance class. See, so there would be no system.out.println, as already we have this system.out.println, right? See, method 1 is accessible. Method 1 from where? Method 1 I have not written in inheritance parent tut, but I have written parent, I mean in the, for the grandparent. Okay, for inheritance child, multiple inheritance is the grandparent, right? So this is called multi-level inheritance. So how it is getting structured? So this is my class, first class. Okay, this class is extended by class 2. This is my class 1, and this class 2 will be extended by class 3. Okay, then the object of class 3 can access object of class 2 as well as object of class 1. This is called multi-level inheritance. Okay, multi-level inheritance. So multiple inheritance was not possible for Java class, but multi-level inheritance is possible for Java class, right? Okay, any confusion? Multiple inheritance and multi-level inheritance? No, right? It's easy. Now this multiple inheritance is possible for interface. How I am showing you right now. Okay, suppose this is my one of the interface, that is interface IMPL and interface tut. Let me create another interface, that is interface tut next .java. Okay, and here also I am creating this interface. Okay, and here I am creating one method called void method 7. Let's see. Okay, public void method 7. Now I'm going to this interface, implementation class, interface IMPL. Now, this interface IMPL is implementing interface tut as well as interface tut next. See, again I am getting one error, and it is asking me to add the unimplemented method. This is my method 7. Okay, this is my method 7. Here let's say sysout statement. I am in method 7. Okay, I am in method 7. So this is called the multiple inheritance. This multiple inheritance is again possible. Multiple inheritance is possible for interface. Okay. Yes. Hmm. Right. The same way, like we have implemented the unimplemented method of interface tut, the same way we have implemented the unimplemented method of interface tut next class or next interface. Okay. So if you delete it, okay, for now, just delete it. See, there will be error. So what is the error? The type interface IMPL must implement the inherited abstract method 7. Okay, so that is why I am getting, I have to implement this method 7. Okay, so this is called multiple inheritance in interface, and multiple inheritance is possible in case of interface. Okay, multiple inheritance is possible for interface. Now, one interface can also be a child of another interface using extends keyword. See, this is the relation. I am not showing you, but I am writing here. One interface can be a child extends another interface. Okay, this is interface 1, interface 2. Suppose this one interface implements one class. One class can implements one interface. Okay, one class can extend to another class. So when the relation is between class and interface, then only this implements keyword comes into picture. Otherwise, this extend keyword will be everywhere. Interface extends, class extends, only class interface will be implements. Class interface will be implements. See, I have created one class, this interface IMPL. I am implementing these two interfaces. I am not extending. So from a class, we can implement the interfaces. Any question? Right. Class. Yes. class not extends, it don't extend. Class implements interface. Class implements interface. Okay, interface extends interface. class extends class. Interface implement. I mean, the relation between implement interface will be impl- are you I mean exhausted or what? Okay. Okay, fine. So see, suppose I am creating interface, okay, child interface of another interface. Child interface. Suppose this is my child interface and this is my parent interface. Interface 2. This is my parent, this is my child. So what will be the keyword here? It will be extends. Okay. Suppose this is my child class, this is my parent class. What will be the keyword here? Extends. Suppose here is the implementing class, here is one interface. I am implementing one interface. Here implements. Clear? Okay. So what I was saying, just I'll take 2 to 3 minutes more. As an example, right? Like Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver is an interface. Okay, WebDriver is an interface. What is that? See, in WebDriver they have provided whoever has created Selenium WebDriver. Na? WebDriver is an interface. Okay. Now WebDriver supports multiple browser automations, right? Suppose this is Chrome, this is Firefox, this is Edge browser, Edge browser. This is let's say many. I mean Safari browser, right? So these browsers are its client. Okay, as a client, Chrome as a client, whatever methods of WebDriver we have, Chrome has inherited all the methods and created its own class, created its own implementation class called Chrome driver. That is why we instantiate WebDriver like WebDriver driver equal to new Chrome driver, like that. Same way, WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox driver. Similar way, new Edge driver. Okay, so these are all implementation class and created by Google Chrome, created by Firefox, created by Edge driver, Microsoft. WebDriver has created, Selenium Authority has created this WebDriver interface with some methods to give the support for their own browser. Chrome driver has Google has created Chrome driver class, Firefox has created Firefox driver class, and Edge driver has created Edge driver class. What is the base? Base is WebDriver. They have implemented this WebDriver interface. Make sense? Good example. We will use this WebDriver in a couple of days, maybe in 3 to 4 days. Not 3 to 4 days, right? 3 days. In 3 days we will start Selenium. We have to either provide two things, right? Either implements or extends. Right. Right. Interface is where you do not know the actual implementation. WebDriver authority do not know the Chrome driver DOM information. WebDriver authority do not know what is the Firefox driver's internal configuration. So Chrome driver has implemented these WebDriver methods, okay, with their own implementation. Firefox driver has created, I mean not created actually, inherited the methods with their own implementations. Because as a third party, how Chrome driver is working, I cannot know. I am not aware of that, right? How Firefox is working, I do not know. But I can create one framework. I can create one skeleton. With that skeleton, or set of rules, Firefox can create their own tool, their own class to instantiate their browser to give the support of Firefox. Chrome driver or Google can do the same thing. Edge driver or Microsoft can do the same thing. WebDriver is full of unimplemented methods. Google Chrome has implemented, their methods with their implementation, their internal configuration. Firefox has created their own configuration. Edge driver has created their own configuration. Okay, but whatever browser you can use, you will get the same methods. You'll get the same methods. Click method, send keys method. So click, send keys, everything is same, but the implementations are different for browser to browser. Correct. Because their JavaScript structures are different, their DOMs are different, their APIs are different, everything is different, right? That is why WebDriver is an interface. Anyone, if you are asked that the question, what is interface, what is Selenium WebDriver? Always ask, Selenium WebDriver is an interface. Okay, Selenium WebDriver is an interface in terms of Java. And this Chrome driver, Firefox driver, Edge driver, whatever we'll discuss in later stage, those are all implementing classes. Understood? Any question, any doubt, anything, any feedback for me? Anyway, feel free to discuss this, because anyway you have to understand all these things, right? If I am not able to make you understand, then just give me that feedback. I'll try my best in other way. Acha, okay. What I would suggest, today's class is very important. Okay, still we are pending with another property of oopsconcept. Okay, another property of oopsconcept, that is encapsulation, and the access modifiers we have to cover. Okay, we'll cover it not tomorrow, actually Monday. But what I would suggest, today's class is very important. Okay, the core Java concepts are very important, oops concepts. So go through this video at least twice and practice whatever I'm doing. You just practice, okay, during weekend. Give the effort, and put the effort for at least 1 month. I'm not expecting you to provide, put the effort for 6 months or 8 months. No, it's only 1 month thing, and you will understand rest of the classes. Okay, And it's not like a 4 to 5 hours you have to put, it's just half an hour to 1 hour, that is enough, more than enough. You just practice this before bedtime. You'll get good sleep. Okay, okay, fine. Thanks for joining.